Hi everyone. So this video is kind of a second part to the one I posted earlier on in the week. So I would advise to just all come up. So I would advise probably to do that video before this one because this is going to be a little bit of a longer flow where we use a couple of the sections that I would have talked a bit more about in the other video. And then we're just going to sort of recap it in this one and just flow through it a bit quicker. So we're going to start seated for this one. So we're really focusing on twists this week. So we're all about building heat, finding tension in the body, and then how we can sort of release that, but also just stay in that twist. Okay, so you'll get warm, like I said with the other video as well. This is quite a good one for the morning. So if you're kind of thinking of what time of day is best to do this, I would say earlier on in the day. Because it kind of does get the body moving and more energized as well. So let's start seated then and find a comfortable position. Okay, so you're just going to have the feet crossed, legs crossed, sorry. Hands just resting onto your knees. And let's just take a few moments, just let ourselves just center into the space. So just keep the eyes closed. And just soften your breathing. So just breathe at a natural pace. And just feel yourself becoming present in your room, wherever you are. You might just want to check in with the body, just see how you're feeling. And then just try to leave that to one side and just focus on your breath. And if you can, just start to find some more length in your breath. Take your time to breathe in and out through the nose. Find more control over the breath. And try to soften through the muscles in your face and your shoulders. And then, keeping your eyes closed, take your head over to your right shoulder. So you're just tilting the head to one side. And then on your next breath, take the head over to the left. Okay, and then from there, just bring yourself back to the center. We're going to take our first twist to the right. So just let the chest turn with the shoulders. And you can bring your opposite hand over that knee if it helps. Try and lift and lengthen up through the spine. Keep breathing, soften those shoulders, and then just release and find that twist on the left. Try and keep that length in the breath. Okay, and then just let it go. Bringing your hands now behind the back, just press them into the floor to lift the chest up. You can take the head back if that feels good. And then just release forward. Finding a natural fold, just soften through the neck and shoulders. Let the head go. Okay, and then from there, just walk your hands back in and we're going to find all fours. So setting up for cat and cow. So knees come underneath the hips, hands under shoulders. And when you're ready to start flowing through, I want you to breathe in, open the chest, arch through the back. And then as you exhale, just push the ground away with the hands and just round through the back of the body. So breathe in to open. And then just exhale to release. So you're just working your way through both of these poses, taking your time to just breathe and just listen to the body and how it's feeling today. Noticing if there's any tension in the back, you might want to maybe circle around the chest, move the shoulders a bit more, take rolling cat. Or you might just want to stay with just opening and closing. So it's up to you how you move. Just keep breathing, keep that steady breath. Okay. And then I want you to then from there, take downward facing dog. So we're going to tuck the toes to lift the knees and hips. Pressing through the palms nice and firmly, just walk the heels into the floor. So you might want to just take a little turn and twist through the chest. Just keep the arms strong. Okay, good. And then from there, just walk your feet forward. Come to the top of your mat until you find your forward fold. Keeping your feet underneath the hips, soften the knees and just let the body hang forward. So relax all that tension from the shoulders. Just let your arms go, and it might feel good to just move and sway side to side. Okay. And then from there, slowly roll up to stand. So take your time. Just let your shoulders and your head lift. Okay, and then we prepare to then just flow through a few rounds of sun salutations. So mountain pose, as you all know, you can either keep the feet apart or you can bring them together. Your palms are going to come to face forward today. And we're going to bring the arms up in front. So let's just catch that balance. Just find that center where the weight is in the feet. Just take a few breaths. And when you're ready to flow, breathe in, lift the arms up. Exhale and fold. Breathe in, step or jump to plank from here. Exhale, knees or toes as you lower down to crocodile and then lift into your back bend. You can either keep it low or you can come all the way up. Push to down dog from there. So the hips come up, drive through the heels. And then from here, come forward, step, walk or jump towards your hands back into that fold. Make sure that you release the neck before you then roll up. Lifting the arms back in front and then exhale to reset. Okay, so you all know the sun salutation very well now. So just start to flow through the sequence, taking whatever options you want. Just connecting that breath with every movement, every transition. Taking a breath in between rounds if you need it. Give your time that chance to just listen. If you want to find a gentler practice, then adapt, change it to suit you. Let's just take 4 rounds in total. Remember, you can always take up cat as an option. Whenever you've finished your last round, just stay standing, just keeping those arms by your side, and just breathe. So just soften the breath. Notice how the body feels after just moving in this way. Okay, and then from here so we're going to look at adding these 2 sections we looked at in the other video, and I want us to try and add a little bit more on from there. Okay, so we're going to go straight into the first sequence. We're just going to flow through it a few times on each side just to get it in the body, and then we're going to start linking it through. So from here, mountain pose, we're going to bring the arms up in front, breathe in to lift them, then you're going to exhale, turn and twist the chest to the right, and then as you do that, the arms come out wide, palms facing up. Breathe in, bring the arms back to the center, exhale, turn the chest to the left, breathe in, come back to the center, and then we bring the palms together and find intense pose. So we bend the knees, we bring the hands through the middle of the chest. From here, breathe in, lift the arms again, exhale, twist to the side, breathe in, breathe out, lift, and then we fold. From your fold, simply just roll up, back to extended mountain, and then mountain pose. Okay, so we've got 2 twists standing and then 2 in intense. So let's try that again. Left side, breathe in, exhale and twist to the left and right. And just remember, when you're taking these twists, you're trying to keep those hips facing the front. So even in intense, keep those knees together. Use that out breath to turn the chest to each side, keeping the abs braced, and then you can release into that fold. Okay, so you are going to feel a natural buildup of tension. You might feel the breath start to want to kind of stop, and you won't want to hold it. So try your best to let it go on that twist. So let's try that again, once more each side. So we're going to look at an option. If you want to add intensity to this, you can take the intense pose from down halfway all the way. So you can lift the heels, squeeze the ankles and knees together, and then lift, open to each side. Okay, so you're not relaxing into the heels, you're still engaging through the leg muscles there, keeping the core engaged as well, because it involves a bit of balance. And then you dive down, lift the hips into your fold, and then you rise from there. Okay, so let's try that once more on the left. Just take a lot of focus, take some control in the breath. Okay, and then just rest after that. Okay, take a moment, just catch your breath. Okay, so from here, flowing into that second section then. So we're going to start from mountain pose, come up, and then take your fold. From your fold, we're going to take the right leg back to lunge. So take a long step back, keep the back heel lifted, front leg stays bent. And then I want you to push through both feet. Keep that strength in the lower body so you can then release and come up to a high lunge. But the hips are staying quite low. Now from here, we're going to take a twist. So I want you to take the arms out, wrap your right arm around your left leg, okay? So you're turning the chest towards that leg that's in front. So try and anchor the elbow to the outside of the knee, or you can bring the hand across. Other hand comes behind the back, so we wrap it round, keep driving through the back heel, squeezing through that back quad, and then you're going to, oh, she's losing balance today, and then you're going to release the back arm, reach it over, so we find that length through the arm all the way down towards the back leg, and then you release out of that twist. Hands come back down to the floor. We're going to flow this together from here, so step back, plank, knees or toes, just like you did in your sun salutation. And then we make our way back to stand. Okay, so left side, let's give that a go. So fold. Left leg goes back. Breathe in, take a big push through the feet to then lift the arms. As you breathe out, we twist, wrapping the arms round, hugging that right leg. Try and keep the chest and shoulders to the side. As you then release that arm, if you feel you're going to lose balance, you can bring that other hand to the floor. Just keep that twist in the chest. From there, hand comes down, flow together. And rise. Okay. All right, and then just let the body settle. We're going to take that once more on each side. So when you're ready, just flow in. You're controlling the right leg back, driving through the feet. You come up to that lunge first and use that out breath to twist. Okay, stay in the twist, option to bring the hand down if you need to. Releasing that back arm. So this is where we're going to feel that buildup of tension. So what can we do? Use the breath out to try and relax the shoulders down. Stay strong in the legs and then flow it together. So left side, just once more. Of course, when you come back to stand, just take a moment. If you're still flowing, still flow. There's no rush. Just take your time. Okay, so last section then from here. So what we're going to do is make our way to downward facing dog. So you can step or jump back from your fold. Keep the hips up nice and high. Now what we're going to do from here is take our right leg up in the air. So three-legged downward facing dog. So you can straighten the leg, you can bend it if you like. It's just going to be a transition here. So we're opening up through that hip. Now from there, your right leg is going to come underneath the left. Place the foot down. You're going to bend both knees. Pivot till your left hand releases off. You push and drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes to then open up into a tabletop. Okay, so you're pushing through this other hand, opening the hips up towards the ceiling, and you're twisting here through the spine. From there, you bring the left hand back to the floor, your right leg comes back through, and you lift up the three-legged down dog. Lots of twists. From there, your right foot steps through to lunge in between the hands, back knee comes down, and you release into your kneeling lunge. Okay? Are you with me? I'll break that down again in a minute. So, right leg is in front. You're then going to lift and take a twist. So, you know, like we did standing where we hug the thigh, we're doing exactly the same here, kneeling. Okay? Same arm sequence, release the back arm, lengthen it, keep that twist. And then you're going to find the floor again with the hands, tuck the toes under to lift the knee, step into fold, and then rise. Okay? So lots of twists, lots of turns and changes of direction in that last bit. So we're going to do it again on the left and I'll talk you through slowly. So when you're ready, come to down dog. So left leg goes up. It's always the same leg that then comes through. So bring it underneath, place the foot down. So you're pivoting on the feet. You want both toes to be facing the back of your mat. Push, release the right hand off, squeeze the glutes to lift the hips up, and then try to drive through that supporting hand. To come back, bend the knees, lower the hips down, bring the left leg back through. Step through to your kneeling lunge. Okay, back knee comes down, release the foot, and then take that kneeling lunge twist. Arm releases, and then find the floor. Okay. So just catch your breath for a moment. Okay, so that last section, I'm just going to show you again. So tabletop. So it's the same leg that comes through underneath, and then you always release the opposite hand. So you pivot, you want to get your hips down. You can always just place them on the floor first. So when you get to that point, you can bring them down, and then you can work from there. So then you can push through the hand, lift the hips, drive up. Okay, you might want to come back down before you then bring the hand through and push the leg back up. Okay, so that's your option. If you need to, as you're rotating in and out, bring the hips down onto the mat if you want to in between. Okay, so let's try it once more, both sides. Okay, so come back to stand. All right. To right side. Down dog to start. Right leg lifts. Step it through. Pivot. Hips down first if you like. Then push through the hand. Drive the hips up. Open the chest. Feel that twist in the whole body. And then hand comes down. Push through the left foot so the right leg goes back up. Step it through to lunge in between the hands and then soften the knee down. Take that twist. Breathe out. Now exhale as you lengthen that arm over. Good. once more on the left. So it's a little bit like Wild Thing, guys, but without both one leg straight. Both legs stay bent. And you're kind of going under rather than over. Yes, it's kind of a reverse of that. Okay. Okay, and then just catch your breath, hold it there for a moment. Okay. Oh, my throat going. I just need to grab a glass of water. Okay. So, all together. So we're going to put the 3 sections as one. So we've got a nice long sequence, quite a long sequence this one. So lots of twists, lots of peaks. Take your time, options as you need with it, okay? And I want us to get a good couple of flows in on each side. So twice on the right, twice on the left. Okay, so let's just find the feet. So lots of standing in this one, lots of energy. So really focus on using your breath to release where you can. All right, when you're ready to start, breathe in and come up. Exhale and take that first twist. Just turning the chest and shoulders. Intense pose. You can go halfway or all the way. From your fold, take the right leg back. Lunge. Breathe in to lift up. Exhale to twist and wrap. Lengthen the arm. And then from there you step back to down dog. Flow in between. So you can come down. If you want to add that flowing, you can. Otherwise, you can just step back to down dog. And then from there, your right leg goes up. Step it through. Take tabletop, driving the hips high. Pushing back up. Step through to lunge. Kneel, release the tension, soften those hips down. And then you wrap. Okay, and then just go into the left when you're ready. So slowly control the breath. Okay, and twist, it's very easy to kind of lose the breath a little bit and hold tension. So try your best to just keep it flowing as naturally as you can, finding that length. So you can take your time moving in and out of each pose. Don't rush. Flow. Otherwise, you might want to just step back to dog. Just take a moment to breathe before you then go into your 3-legged down dog. So just catch your breath before you go in again. Okay, so let's just do once more on each side. Try and let the breath calm down. Find the control. And just work with a pace that works for you. Remember, if you need to on the twists, especially in your lunges, you can always bring that hand down if you need to.